he's got a new BFF. It's the triple.
And it has been his BFF today anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
And a chance now to hear from Paul Millsap talking about the confidence of his team.
Our attitude approaching the game has been, we can beat any team in this league. If we work together, put everything into play, we'll be all right. And that's the kind of attitude we've been having. That's the attitude we have to keep.
Greg, it's got to be more than just attitude, right? I mean, ultimately, don't you have to have guys step up and produce in some cases, or even overproduce?
You do, but really it is about attitude. And I mean, those are the two elements that if you bring to the table, you really will have a chance to beat anyone. And so don't discount that attitude when you're on a roll. They call it getting your swag on today. Back in the day, it was called having your mojo working. Right. So same thing, and you can ride that for quite a ways.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here. The second quarter of play. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side outs for them, the way they swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah, or handball.
Like or handball.
Yeah, either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. The Splash Brothers are the guards. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Ezeli in at the 5.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
He isn't the biggest body at 6'8", Clark, but Paul Millsap, very effective.
And part of his being underrated and underestimated, I think, is due to that size. Folks are finally starting to come around. That kind of production he's put up will make that happen.
Kent Bazemore is checked in for Atlanta. Teague comes in for Dennis Schroeder. Then for the Warriors, Spates checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Here's Livingston. Bazemore grabs the miss.
And Millsap with over a 7-foot wingspan and also just a great nose for the ball. He gets you rebounds, blocks, and he leads all power forwards in steals pretty much every season.
Now here's Iguodala following the miss by Al Horford. Here is Livingston. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
And speaking of Millsap's defense, I mean, he can switch out and cover perimeter players as well. His smaller stature gives him that versatility, but then the long wingspan allows him to still bang with the biggies.
And the Warriors making a change here. Andrew Bogut checked in for Ezeli. Green comes in for Maurice Spates. Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Stephen Curry in for Sean Livingston.
Warriors call time.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Well, you know, last season
we got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt.
Greg, Steve Kerr did
Quit
win
being
over
so
the
soft.
locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end.
Millsap sets the pick for Teague. Left side, Korver, all alone. It's rebounded by Golden State.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Green dishes to Kerr. Back to Green. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Great D that time from Teague.
Well, after that great first quarter from outside, he's cooled down here.
Millsap with it. Picked up by